Hey there, it's Eric Chabot, and I blog at thinkapologetics.com. I direct a couple campus ministries at The Ohio State University and Columbus State Community College, which are both apologetic ministries. Now, apologetics is giving reasons for what we believe, providing justification for why we believe and what we believe. You do that all the time with everything else in life, for why you voted for somebody, or why you picked a certain school, or why you picked a certain spouse, or why you picked a certain city to live in. The list goes on and on, why you had to give reasons when someone asks you, why'd you pick that or why'd you make that choice? So you do it all the time. All religions have apologetics. Mormons have their apologists. Islam has their apologists. There's Jews for Judaism. There's atheists have their apologists. So everybody does apologetics. Maybe you just don't know it because the word's not in the Bible, but there are plenty of passages that teach apologetics. I'm not going to go into all of them right now. But you know, sometimes I wonder, when Jesus gives that command to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, you know, how we implement that into our lives. We're called to love God with everything, our emotions, our will, our intellect. And one thing I've noticed about getting people motivated to learn about apologetics is that some people just say, I don't see the need for it, I'm not motivated, you know, I have faith, or I have the Holy Spirit and I don't need anything else. Well, let me say this. First of all, one of the main reasons you might not be motivated to learn about apologetics is because you're not sharing your faith. Now, I don't say that to make you feel guilty. I'm not into, you know, create some sort of condemnation. I'm just saying a lot of times we're not motivated to learn about what we believe and why we believe because we're not challenged in our faith. We don't hear people asking us questions or giving us objections. Now, of course, I'm on college campuses and I hear objections all the time, but I probably would guarantee if you go out in the marketplace, which I've been in as well, or your job setting or anywhere else, you're hearing objections. And so one reason we're just not learning about what we believe and why we believe is because we're not hearing any objections. We're very comfortable in our churches and the pews with people already believe what we believe. It's all about just affirming what we already believe. So you probably need to get out there a little bit and engage some people in the culture, and then you'll get challenged a little bit. Now, some people learn about apologetics because their children became agnostic or atheists, and they say, hey, you know what, I never really knew what I believed as a parent. Now I need to figure that out. And at that point, it may be a little late in the game, but still, that's one reason that sometimes people get motivated to learn about apologetics. Another reason I think apologetics is kind of neglected, or some people are maybe not motivated, is because they don't understand how much work it takes. They don't want to put the work in. Now, I want you to think about your job or your degree you're getting, or maybe a degree you've gotten in the past, or some skill you had to learn. Think about all the hard work you had to put into that, using your cognitive faculties, using all your might to get that degree or get that job or learn a new job skill. It took work, right? So sometimes you need to ask yourself, like, why is it with our faith we just think we don't need to work hard to know what we believe? Now, we're disciples of Jesus. That means learner, imitator, right? It means, in Hebrew, it means Talmud or Talmudim, disciples, that's in Hebrew. But we're called to imitate our master. And Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Now, obviously, Jesus doesn't want us, he knows we can't learn everything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the worship of knowledge. I'm just saying that maybe we don't take the time to learn what we believe because we're not motivated, because it just takes hard work, and we're just not willing to put the hard work in the way we are in other things. But that's kind of odd, given that, you know, our whole life is really about God using us as an image bearer, and we're called to follow Jesus. So we would think that we would want to put in the hard work to be a disciple, and it does take a lot of effort. You know, I'm a tennis player, and if I don't work at becoming a better tennis player, I just get flabby and lazy and I don't improve. So that's why I'm out here today practicing on a backboard. I mean, I don't have anyone to play with today, but I'm out here working on my game because I want to get better for when I get on the court, I can, you know, do a good job. Now, some of you guys, probably your girls, go to the gym, you work out, you put a lot of effort into that. So knowing what we believe and why we believe and giving justification for our beliefs takes hard work. There's no doubt it takes hard work. And no, we can't learn everything. We don't have to be scholars on every single subject, but there are enough resources out there that you can learn the basics. And I really believe part of the problem is we're just not motivated. And we need to ask ourselves, what is it in us that is not motivating? Is it our flesh? Is it the fact that we've got too many other hobbies and we can't carve out an hour every day to maybe take some time for study or to figure out what we believe, why we believe? Is it because we're not sharing our faith at all? Whatever. I'm not here to give guilt and condemnation. I'm just here to get us to think about maybe what the issue is. So hope you take these things and run with them, and maybe you can apply them. Have a good day.